loves honey, and I'm gonna say it again. I am the honey and the musician.
You are the honey and you are the orchestrator of this situation, but you are not a musician. Now, if you could play a flute, there's a certain flute I'm sure you can play very well. Outside of that, I highly doubt it. I highly, highly doubt it. But anyway, enough of our back and forth. Let's get to our next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Les Warner. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, now.
That was great. That guy was really good.
Well,
very inspiring. He's very inspiring.
Treasure is the bomb.
I like what he said. It was awesome.
Now, for all those who do not know, please give them just a little bit of your resume. That way they get to know why you are such the G that you are.
Okay, so I was born in London in the 60s. I was a musician. I played in lots of bands, did a lot of session work in the 70s with people like Julian Lennon, Randy California from Spirit. I was a session guy. Then in the 80s, I auditioned for the band The Cult, and I got the job out of 150 drummers.
Wow. And
toured the world and did a record with them. Then I played, I moved to New York. I did sessions with, I did on touring with Ronnie Montrose and Bow Wow Wow.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quite a mixture of stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
What I love about what I do is a variety of life. Different stuff comes up. You never know what's going to happen the next day. That's what I like about it.
Right.
So it's awesome. I have an awesome life.
Yes, you do. Oh.
And you have kids too, right?
I have kids. Yeah, I have 11 and 15-year-old.
Wow.
And they're into music. My 15-year-old goes downtown to the musical college downtown.
That's right.
And she's singing and dancing. And then my 11-year-old is just doing guitar now, picking up guitar. So they're very musical inclined, and I love performing with them and working, playing.
So do you train them, or they have a trainer?
No, they do stuff at school.
Oh.
But sometimes we go to the park and we'll sing, karaoke together and stuff like that.
Does it feel interesting, them wanting to kind of get into that in their own accord? I mean, did you push it on them, or did they kind of find it organically?
No, they're finding it themselves, which is great, because at that age, you're always searching, you're always like trying to go for what's natural.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's pleasing to me, obviously, that they're going in that direction, and I'll never, push them, unless they want to go there. You know what I mean? I think they've got to find themselves.
Right.
I mean, I bought a drum. I made a special drum kit up. Wow. Out of a big.
Is that the one you post on Facebook? No.
Well, I probably have at some point, but no. I made a drum kit. I had a drum kit I used to use live, and it was a big Union Jack with a British flag drum kit, and I sold it, but I kept some of it. So I made a special drum kit for my 15. Well, she was like 8 at the time.
Right.
A small bass drum, a little tom. Then I went to Sabian Cymbals, who my sponsors, got little cymbals, and I made a drum kit up for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But she never played it. So you can never push them. You can't force it on them. They have to want it. You know what I mean?
That's correct. Yeah.
So it is what it is, but it's a beautiful little kit, and she loved it for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to come to Vegas?
Well, I was in New York at the time. I had a recording studio there doing music for film and TV, and the 9/11 happened, and a lot of the business I had went down. It was just like a very strange time.
Yes,
obviously, everyone was in shock, and my business was pretty much failing at that time. So my friend, who I know here, Ronnie Mancuso, that owns the Bootlegger, his mother was lieutenant governor here.
That's correct.
Lorraine Hunt, suggested that I could come out to Vegas and start fresh. So that's what I did. I love it here. It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the weather.
When did you move here in Vegas?
2002.
2002, right after.
Right after 9/11, yeah.
Yeah, after 9/11, yeah.
Because it was rough over there.
So I remember we were talking about this album that you created before you left the Cult. Remember the picture?
Well, yeah, that was the album they released. It went gold and platinum all over the world, that album, the Electric album.
Okay.
That was the big album I did with the Cult. We were on Saturday Night Live and Joan Rivers' show. And we played at Wembley in London, and we know it was a big band. I mean, the band was big.
So
yeah, I have like a lot of friends who actually after they saw you on my Let's Talk World, they're like, I know that guy.
Right, yeah.
It's on the call.
I've been trying to hide, but people they always find me. They always dig me out.
Well, that just means they'll want to pay you, which is not a bad thing.
But that's now I know this show is about goals. So basically, my goals is to be able to record drum tracks. I have a studio here, a beautiful studio, where they did the Nine's Death Punch record.
I'm familiar with
Disturbed record. It's a big room. It's a beautiful room. And Ronnie Mancuso's given me access to the room. And my business is basically supplying people with drum tracks around the world.
Right.
Anywhere around the world. So I built a website. My friend built a website. It's leswarner.com, Les with a Z.
Les with a Z.
Les with a Z.
Right.
And anyone can go on the website and they can book me for a session.
That's right, and that's what this is right here.
So
we
got book a session.
Yeah, and it's a real easy process as well. So they decide they want me to play on an hour track or whatever. They send me an MP3 of the rough sketch of the song. I learn the song and I do pre-production with electric kit on Skype. So we actually work together on the song. Once they approve it, then I book the studio and go in there and play it and give it to them.
Right.
And then I just send them the files. It's really simple. They could be anywhere in the world.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's the internet. It's a wonderful thing, right?
Yeah,
yes, it is.
But you were mentioning that that's your goal. What are the steps that you're taking to get to the point?
Well, it is a process. It's basically, getting the website to be seen. That's the important thing. I'm working with this woman that works for Google. Okay. And she is like getting all the search engines to accept my website and get it out to the world. That's the first thing.
That's the SEO.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know nothing about that stuff. So she's taken on that. And then we're going to be doing some video stuff for promotion, like short videos of me talking about the sessions. And then I've got a load of, on my website, there's a load of big rock stars in the business talking about me.
Right.
Recommendations, people that I've worked with in the past, clients I've had in the past. So it's all about, marketing. It's all about a process of getting you out there.
Right.
I mean, this is not the only thing I do. I'm still playing live, doing touring.
What's the band name?
Well, I have a band. I have an original band called the Bad Little Sister.
Bad Little Sister.
Yeah, your guys know it. Stephen and Duran and
Caveman Chris. Yeah, of course they know it.
They're big fans. They're big fans. In fact, the singer and the guitar player were on their show last week.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's a recording project. We just got some radio shows in New Zealand and 35 shows around the world, 35 countries feature us.
Very cool.
Yeah. And it's fun. I mean, we're just doing it, and we just go in the studio, record, and we haven't done any shows yet, but we're getting ready maybe to do some shows.
That'd be great.
Early next year. So that's one thing. Again, like I was saying, I love doing different types of stuff.
Right.
You wake up in the morning, okay, what's going to happen today? What's the fun thing and different thing that's going to happen today?
Right, because that's the thing about musicians.
Yeah.
We never know where it can take you.
Right.
Sometimes it takes you across the street. Sometimes it takes you around the world.
Sometimes it takes you to Walmart. And, you do some shopping.
Or just take you to your bed.
Well, you know what? That's always a plus.
What I meant is staying in your bed without, getting up and go.
You're making me blush, Maria.
See, she likes the rockers. She don't like the R&B guys. She likes the rockers, right? That's what it is.
Keep it clean, okay? Keep it clean.
That'll never be this show, Jack. Not with me on it, baby.
But anyways, well, you were mentioning about your band. We should we're gonna be doing Musician Labs Honey starting first week of December at the Rock and Rollers Club.
Yes,
correct. Club.
Yeah, the Rock and Rollers up there, 800.
Bar.
Yeah, it's a new spot. Shout out to Rock and Rollers at 800 East Karen.
Oh, is that the one that Mariah and the band are doing?
Yes.
Tuesday Night Jam.
That's correct.
They're great. They're friends of ours as well. We know all those guys.
So yes, we're gonna be doing out there, and we would like to have your whole band.
Unfortunately, Tuesday nights is my big gig night. Tuesday night, every Tuesday for the last 15 years, I've been doing this show here.
Where was that?
It's over at the New York casino, the Nine Fine Irishmen.
Right.
Yeah, I'm actually I have an Irish band I put together 15 years ago, and we are the regular band there every week.
Okay, very cool.
And when I'm touring, I sub it out, but it's always there playing that gig, and it's Irish music with a fiddle. It's fun. Yeah. Again, it's like different stuff all the time.
We can do it live at New York.
Well, you know, we ought to come up there, see him do his thing and check out some Irish stuff. We can do that. Yeah,
it's fun music. People love it. People love that.
That is a lovely situation.
Yeah.
All right, so of course, you can catch this cat if you need some stuff, get some tracks done. You can get to him at Les, L-E-Z, with a Z, not less, Les. All right, www.les, L-E-Z, Warner, W-A-R, I'm getting old, N-E-R.com. All right? Right. So, of course, you're going to get tracks. You're going to get MIDI tracks. And STEM. Now, what is a STEM library?
Well, STEM libraries is when I've been in the studio and doing sessions. What I do is I get the finished mix of the drums, and I basically cut them into loops. So people can buy loops really cheap. Like, I mean, how much is it? Like $10 a loop or whatever it is. Okay. And they can use those loops. It's like a stereo mix of drums, just for like demos or whatever they want.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool.
And then, like you say, MIDI tracks I can do for people. And the main thing that I do is big live tracks. They want to hear the live drums and big sound.
Right.
So do you do only drums or you sing too?
No, I mean, I'm actually a bass player too, so I'm going to be supplying my bass tracks at some point. But I don't sing.
You don't sing?
No, everyone will leave the room if I sing.
But
yeah, it's not pleasant at all.
It's not pleasant? Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
So what's new this time? What from the last time we see?
Well, I'm playing bass in a Tom Petty tribute band as well, which is phenomenal. We just sold out.
That's the one I saw.
We sold out the Cannery. We sold out the Suncoast.
Right.
We just played Texas Station. We're going to be at the Wilton Theatre in January in LA, which is a beautiful old theatre. We're going to be there. The band is amazing. Really great musicians from big bands, and our singer is incredible. And he takes on a whole. He looks like Tom Petty, sounds like him. It's a very respectable show.
Okay.
It's respecting the music of Tom Petty. And we've had people cry at the gigs.
Wow.
Well, because Petty passed last year.
Rock and roller show.
Tom Petty. Tom Petty.
You don't know who Tom Petty is?
No. Oh.
You're lying.
I'm leaving.
I'm
leaving now.
The only one that I know is
What? I mean, what? Burt Bacharach? I mean, what are we talking about?
Dua Lipa? Is that how you pronounce her name?
You know a young artist? Dua Lipa, I know who that is, but
and then the other singer of the I forgot their name.
She knows Britney.
Well, I know how she knows Britney.
Britney?
Bitch.
Yeah. Well, Tom Petty's been a selling artist for 40 years.
Yes.
I mean, every song he releases is a hit. It was incredible, and unfortunately, he passed away a year ago.
Oh.
Right.
The day after the shooting here in Vegas.
Wow.
The day after that awful shooting.
Right.
And the next day, Tom Petty passed away. It was an awful time. You know what I mean? But we've been, traveling out. We do flyouts. We fly over the country, and we do shows just representing his music. And it's wonderful.
So when we're gonna be actually live streaming all show around the country?
Sorry, say that one more time.
When are we?
She's trying to get free tickets to a show. That's what she's trying to say, and use it for business expenses.
I don't.
She's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be taping the show. Right. You know how it is.
Well, come to the Wilton in January.
All right. Well, we gotta hit you up with that.
Yeah, that'd be no problem.
That'd be lovely, bro.
And as I say, it's a great band. Again, it's great being able to do different stuff.
It is,
and you never know what's going to happen.
That's
what I love about it.
It's very cool because as we get into stuff and we meet people doing different things, it's always cool to meet other musicians. Obviously, someone of your pedigree and your experience. and just chop it up with you and talk with you a little bit. You know what I mean? And
No, it's
you know,
great to
have
hear.
notice a lot of
What is
similarities. Chop it up means talk, have a conversation.
Why don't you say talk instead of chop it up?
Because you know why? Because I am not an Anglo-Saxon, unlike you. All right.
Anglo-Saxon.
Anglo-Saxon, aka Anglo-Saxon.
Saxon. What's that mean?
Means white person.
What I am.
I know that, but you act like a white girl.
I am part Anglo-Saxon.
Well, that's just because that depends on whom you're dating.
That's
Yeah, we know that.
I
We
love,
know that.
I love Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom
boy.
Hiddleston.
Okay. Now that was the Gay J interlude right there, ladies and gentlemen. Gay J interlude. You know we're definitely gonna do in the show when he comes in. Gay J interlude.
Oh, and Boy George.
Gay J interlude. There you go. See?
But anyways, yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you'll be able to come back
Yes.
to our show.
Thank you
My
very much.
pleasure, my pleasure.
I know that the first show is kind of like I don't know, but
It was fun.
It was
It
fun.
was fun. I mean, you know, we're talking here. I
Yeah,
mean,
we're chopping
we're having
it up,
fun and
hanging out.
hopefully
Chopping it up.
We're chopping it up.
inspirational
up.
to people that are watching. You know what I mean? And I've got a Christmas special going on right now.
All right.
Cheap drum tracks, and it's just a special up till Christmas. So
do
All right,
do I have a
yeah.
Christmas gift?
you have.
You already know the gift that people want to wrap with you, girl. Anyway, but I digress. All right, so tell them the special that you have going
Well,
on your
you
stuff.
know, it's $250 a track.
250. What do they get for? What do they get for that?
They can either have a MIDI track of drums or live drums track for their song.
Mm-hmm.
For their song, and they can mix it. I send them all the tracks. They put it into their computer and they mix the drums how they want them.
Now, do they have any special offer or code that they put in to set up to get this offer?
No, they just have to contact me.
All right. Well, then there you go.
Contact me. Go to the site, and then there'll be a phone number or an email address. Just send me what they need, and I'll take care of it.
They,
Nice.
you said it.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it right here, Mr. Les Warner, y'all, one of the top drummers in the world. All right.
Thank you.
Right, infamously with the cult. He's got tracks for you guys right now. Please check him out at Les with a Z, LEZWARNER.com. Go ahead and get one, and then of course check him out with the other Irish brogues doing the Irish stuff, of course, at the New York.
Oh yes, and
right?
we're going in there for a whole week. We're going in for the 20th of December to
Right.
the 27th.
Really?
Every night we're
And
going
what
to be
time did that go?
there. And that is 9 o'clock till 2:30 in the morning.
9 till 2:30. So
Yeah.
all the guys and people up there that like to drink, like guys,
Guinness, great Guinness,
Right,
great
Guinness.
food.
Irish drink.
Right. Right. Well, see, they have to have Patron for her to kick it because she likes nasty alcohol, right?
That's not nasty to me. It's like
I
a
know.
water.
Well, what kind of water you drink? If you're drinking tequila, all right. So that's what I'm saying, girl.
Ugh.
Right. If you like that, girl, I'm just saying. Anyway.
Tequila.
Silver Patron.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
Silver
trying to kill.
Patron. Just give me a salt and a
All right.
lime.
Well,
But
before
anyways-
let's not discuss this man with your drinking habits. All right. Thank you again, my friend.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course,
Thank
bro.
you so much, Les.
Yeah, it's
And
great. Been great.
I hope I'm gonna get you back again.
Oh,
soon, right?
absolutely. Anytime. You can get me back anytime you want, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
She's keep wearing them wraparounds, girl. Keep wearing them tight tortilla dresses, girl. They'll come around. They'll come around. Because know why? Because
I don't need to wear tortilla dresses to people come around me.
well, you know why you wrap that tight tortilla dress on, right? Because they want to nibble.
No, not everybody. Not everybody's like you, honey.
Everyone is like me. They say rather.
See,
that's
he is
they
the
rather.
honey and the musician.
No. You know how we know? Because
Well, you know what? We're gonna come
you're the
back
honey.
on the fourth segment.
and the fourth segment is going to be about her denying the truth
Oh,
and talking about how
right.
she's not tasty
Uh-huh.
and how.